welcome to this week's episode of Thriving or Surviving, a Life in Spain, the fast-moving show where each week I speak to a number of different people who've made the move, taken the plunge, come over to Arboleas either as a second homeowner or full-time livers, to try and give you guys an insight as to genuinely what a life here in Spain is really like. Tonight I'm joined by Pam and John, all the way from Croydon. Pam, a previous nursery nurse, and John, a London black cabbie for many, many years. They arrived, they moved into the La Perla area, they're living here on a full-time basis, and that was 4 years ago. Good evening, guys, thank you for joining me. Cheers. Get the important bits out of the way. So, you know how the show works. I'm going to sit and ask John and Pam a number of questions and probably join in a little bit myself, and each one of these is geared up to show you what a life here is going to be like for you if you decide to take the plunge. So let's move straight along. Question number one: why Spain and why Arboleas?
Well, we're here for the sunshine, of course, and Arboleas is a nice, lovely little village. It's not too overpopulated. Friendly, yeah. People are friendly. You've got
more or less fell on it because of Calida Rhymes, actually.
Yeah.
We were staying in Mahaka and looking around, thinking of buying a place in Spain, and the people that we were going with and looking at places, they could hardly ever fit us in. And John turned around and said to me, well, I often hear from this estate agent called Calida Rhymes when I'm at home on my computer. So
Who are they?
he said to me, give them a ring.
Yeah.
So I rang them up, and straight away they showed me around places, and I thought, gosh, have I got to wait a week to have a look because we were on limited time in Malaga?
No, but I mean that's Arboleas, but
Yeah.
why did Spain suddenly come onto the radar? You know,
I
you're over there in the
I-
UK,
yeah,
you're living
I-
in Croydon, and suddenly you're in Spain.
I don't think it was suddenly. I think we were thinking about it for 3 or 4 years. We'd had quite a few holidays. We'd stayed at Denia for 2 months to see what areas that we liked, and so it wasn't really a sudden thing, but we definitely knew that we wanted to retire abroad.
And Spain was the most popular.
Yeah, Spain. We had friends that had moved to Spain.
Yeah.
Quite a few. John's cousin lived in Spain, and not this area, but we had a lot of friends.
So you had some experience.
Yeah, we had experience,
and chatted to them.
and that's why we stayed for 2 months before we retired, to see if we liked it, and see what it was all about.
So now with the grand sum of 4 years under your belt, that's no mean feat. Was it the right thing?
Definitely.
Most definitely, yeah. We love it.
We love it, yeah.
No regrets?
No regrets at all.
No.
None at all.
Maybe that we should have done it a little bit sooner.
Yeah, we
Maybe you should have done it sooner.
Yeah,
I hear that a lot, I must admit. What about, we get asked a lot, do you consider, now you've spent time here, or even from the beginning, do you consider Arboleas to be somewhere that's remote?
No.
No, because we've got everything we want here. We've got our shopping trips, we've got our supermarkets right on our doorstep, and all boxes just round the corner. It's a great big shopping centre that we didn't even know was here.
Arboleas is just up the road. So
I don't think it's remote at all, no. And since we've been here, they've made more paths, walking paths to different places, which we didn't ever think would get done in our lifetime, but it's all just come all of a sudden. We can walk from where we live now over the railway. It's all been flattened out.
Yeah.
We walk to bars.
Well, only last year they did the lovely Val Verde going through the Perla.
It's made such a difference to being out, just get up and say all of a sudden, let's
have a walk.
Yeah, have a walk. And we've walked along now. We can walk to so many places where we are. When we first come here, we thought we'd have to take the car everywhere, and that's just not true. Oh,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, come on, spill the beans. What do you do with yourselves all day, the pair of you?
Oh, lovely.
I'm stuck in the office working all day, so I'm always curious myself as to what my lovely friends and clients manage to do with themselves all day.
We can get up in the morning whenever we want, because we're retired.
No having to get up early.
If we fancy it, we can walk down to Bar La Cinta.
I'm not remotely jealous, by the way, guys. Not at all. I get up in the morning whenever I want, 7 o'clock.
Yeah. But I mean, we were used to getting up very early in England for work every day, quite regimental, which we didn't hate, but coming here it's been lovely. We can just do what we like, and we go out for a walk, for a tostada,
Go and have a bit of breakfast.
nice coffee, come home, read a nice book, catch up with family on, you know, on FaceTime, and the time just flies every day. I just cannot believe another week has gone.
Again, yeah, you start every new year and it seems like it's eon away till you get to Christmas, and then before you know it, hang on, it's a Galena Homes Christmas party again.
Oh, yeah.
So you just mentioned that magic word, one of my favourites, brekkie. Where would you say, you know, you've tried a few places, I assume, where would you say you get the best brekkie locally?
What's the name of that? Cabin?
I can't think of the name of it. That
Arboleas,
one near
isn't
where you turn the turn off for Cuckador.
Oh, Los Camineros, which stands for the truckers
John's
up on,
going there tomorrow.
Yes.
up on the main road
Yes.
that links kind of the motorway
Yes.
guys, the E15 coming in the direction
It's
of
only a
Arboleas.
10-minute ride, that's all it is.
Virtually opposite what used to be the old Harleys. They're
Yes.
still here, but they've moved. But Camineros,
She does a lovely breakfast in there.
yes, I've been lucky enough to sample that. It's
Yeah.
amazing, and their Sunday lunch in half bad as well.
Yeah.
So, what would you say brings you the most joy about a life here?
The relaxing,
Yeah.
the relaxation.
It's a slow way of life here. It's
Quietness,
so different.
It's
to,
so different to what we're used to.
yeah,
We're used to
Rushing and
sirens
flying
going,
about.
police sirens going off, traffic, bad weather. Here, every single thing.
You're making Croydon sound a bit like a war zone.
It was, yeah. But to be fair, that was always in the background of your head. You heard it so much. It's only when I go back now, we actually really notice it.
I can't believe you're not kind of missing the Whitgift Centre, you know. It's
No,
on,
down
on,
there,
on a
actually.
lovely, wet, drizzly day,
No.
on the balcony of the Whitgift Centre, paradise.
No.
No.
Once a month I can walk down to the Maison, get picked up by a coach for very few euros and get taken to beautiful shopping centres, have a lovely lunch with friends, go around, get loads of bargains and come home loaded up, and then I've had my fix then for a few weeks.
So, you know, have you found kind of ladies group to socialise with and stuff like that? Is there all things going on?
Loads, yeah. We all go to each other's villas in the summer and do aqua. I'll do it one Thursday, someone else will have it at their house.
Sorry, aqua. Explain.
Aquafit, where you do all the exercise into the swimming.
And how many of you get involved in that?
Oh, it's about 10 at a time.
Really?
The pole, yeah, we have 10 at the pole, we have the music on, and we've got an instructor, June, she's brilliant.
Oh, I was getting excited then. I thought it was a kind of bloke with tight red shorts who looked like Andrew Ridgeley and came
John
in.
done it once, didn't you?
Yeah, I did it once, yeah. Me and my mate Stevie, we done
we
it.
dragged him once, it was a right laugh.
It was. And I'll go to table tennis Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yeah.
So keeps me fit.
Yeah, we're always busy, always doing
something.
We've got good friends here,
Yeah.
a support group that if we need it, we support them, they support us.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So, you know, obviously English, and you've come over to a Spanish town. I know there's a good expat community, I know that, but you know, you came over here speaking no Spanish at all. So have you managed to grasp a little bit of the lingo, and what's been your kind of most embarrassing moment, you know, biggest cock up when it comes to practicing your hard-earned Spanish? It might be you, might be a friend, come on, you can plus have a story.
Yes, I have got a story.
Go on.
Actually, yes. We was actually having a nice meal, and I said, oh, this would be nice if we had a nice straw, we could stir it. Get it was a Malibu and it always sinks to the bottom. I said, I need a straw for this. So I sent my friend up because her Spanish was a lot better than mine. And
I think I know what's coming.
She come back and her face was scarlet. So her husband said, what's the matter? So she said, that young waiter has just said to me, you've got to be very careful how you pronounce that because it means something very rude, like a blowjob. And we were absolutely, we couldn't stop. Yeah, we were creased up. We couldn't look him in the face after. But no, we've had a few, but that was the.
Yes, it's I think the word is pajero.
Yeah.
Which is the word for straw, and just slightly pronounced slightly differently. It also translates as slang for blowjob. So yeah, and then you see people emphasising it by going. Like this, and the poor waiter or waitress is bright red and runs off and leaves you feeling kind of sheepish. So yeah, that's a fairly good one. That's the best so far, I think. Anything good on the telly?
Oh, loads at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, we been watching Happy Valley. I love that. And Vera, we love that.
Yeah, we like Vera.
We don't like a lot of reality TV.
No.
I know a lot of people do. But
I like a lot of sport. A lot of
Yeah,
sport on the
yeah, don't like
television.
the sport.
Football,
And
dance.
we've got all different ways of getting, 100% of all what we want to watch here. There's
So
no
what, you're
problems.
using a Fire Stick, an Android
Yes.
box?
Yeah,
What,
yeah,
Fire
we
Stick,
both,
yeah.
one in one room, one
Yeah,
in the other.
yeah.
We've had no problems.
No.
We've got good internet now.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than when we first come here.
Yeah, well, I think, I don't know if you've gone onto it, but I think in the Pearl now you've got the option of fibre
That's what
optic.
we got.
That's what we
yeah,
are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and-
hardly ever any problems with it now. It's really good. It's what, as I said, when we first come here, we got used to it buffering and going off, but
Yeah.
now it rarely ever does,
Very
does it?
rarely,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Much better.
So Happy Valley, I know Vera because
Yeah.
my missus is obsessed with
Yeah.
the kind of Geordie looking Paddington woman who goes around the tune and kind of solves all this. It's a bit of a dangerous place to tune, but what's
Yes.
Happy Valley then? It doesn't sound very happy.
Yeah.
Basically about a big estate, and
Right.
you've got Sarah Lancaster. She's the
Oh, I like her.
she's the top
Yeah.
top copper, and her daughter was attacked and abused and everything else, and then committed suicide, and then this bloke goes on to do more and more things, and she's looking after his son because the daughter had a son by him, and she's trying
Okay.
to protect him from this.
Yeah. I'm losing the will to live.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I don't think it's a man thing.
Mate, you ain't sold
I
it to
don't
me.
know.
I don't think I'll be running after this interview and turning into Happy
I mean,
Valley.
The story might not seem good, but she's such a good actress.
Yeah.
She just pulls it off. There's one scene in a cafe, and all there is two of them in this cafe talking for 15 minutes, but it's sort of like
It's just a
mesmerising.
bit like us sitting in our
Yeah.
kitchen. At the moment. This is our kitchen, by the way. So yeah.
Only they only had
Yeah.
tea, they didn't have a glass of wine.
I'll see on that subject. So a regular slot that we put in. What's that wine? And I've kind of asked our guests before they kind of come along what's their favourite tipple on the plonk front. Pam's recommended another carver. This time a white one. It's called Ice. Comes in this beautiful white bottle, semi-secco. I've got to say I've joined Pam on a glass. I'm not a big wine drinker, I kind of like my whiskey better. John's again avoiding the wine totally, so he likes a rum and a beer. This one is very what? I'm trying to pronounce the Spanish. Aromatic. Very intensely aromatic with a hint of apple. How much? This came from Mercadona, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's 11% volume for the grand old price of what is
I
it?
think it's round about €2.86, about
Gosh, that's dear.
€2.86.
It's absolutely delicious. So yeah, it's called Ice, and you get a lovely decorative bottle afterwards. So this is this week's wine of the week. What's that wine?
Very nice.
Thank you for introducing me. Yeah, and they'll certainly get a couple of bottles. In fact, I've already got a couple of bottles of that hidden in the fridge. We were talking about what's good on the telly. What about something smelly? Something you've given up 7 hours of your life that you'll never get back? Is there anything you've watched recently that's absolutely dire?
Really, well, we usually turn off after 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's no good. We don't usually give it that amount of time. We look at each other and say, right, we'll watch this.
Yeah, we'll
And
see
then
how it goes.
We'll see how it goes for 20 minutes, 30
Yeah,
minutes, and
minutes
then
off.
we just turn it off. We don't really watch it. So, few things like that.
And there's such a choice, isn't there?
This time we've got so many channels that we
Yeah.
don't have to watch it. We don't
Well,
watch
do
it.
you regularly watch any of the soaps or anything? I mean, I don't. Wendy likes.
I was addicted to
couple,
them in
yeah.
England, but I don't really watch them since I've been here.
You like a bit of Corrie, don't you?
Yeah, but I haven't watched it for 3 months,
you haven't.
whereas I
No,
wouldn't
that's
miss
true.
an episode, but there's just...
Well,
Just don't
I
watch it now.
tuned into EastEnders again over Christmas, and it was like you'd never been anywhere.
Yeah,
all the old
yeah.
ones were still in it.
Yeah.
It was only Ian Beale that wasn't there. I mean, you had Kat, you had Sonia. It was like, hang on, have I not? I've not
Are they
watched
still
it.
in
But
it?
all
I've
of
watched
them.
it for 5 years.
God, they're on a bloody earner there, I can tell you. But yeah,
Nice
they're all
little
still
earner.
there. But it was quite nice. It's like, hang on, I ain't been anywhere. and then we got back to Spain. I've not watched an episode since. It was only because it was on at Christmas. Right. Do you think this is, and I appreciate this is quite a hard question, but imagine we get a lot of ladies here that, end up kind of living for spells on their own. Husbands are doing tours on oil platforms or serving still. Do you think this is a safe place and a good place to live if you're on your own? Should you be worried as a
No,
a woman here on your own?
You're very safe here.
Yeah,
very
I
much
do as
so.
well. Yeah.
Very much so. I'd much rather be here on my own than in London or surrounding on my own. I feel quite comfortable, don't I, John?
Yes.
If I walk over the Messon and,
Yeah.
you know, have a coffee on my own or down to the bar and have a shandy and sit and pass the time. Someone will talk to you, and I just don't feel awkward going in a bar here. Whereas if I was at home, I'd think, oh, people would be thinking, why is she coming in a bar on her own? Or especially if you don't meet someone after 10 minutes, I think it's very safe here. I go out for walks on my own.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
And what about for chat, John? You know, you often maybe get single guys want to come over and think, you know, I've had enough in the UK, something's gone wrong over there, whatever, you know, you don't know. Would you be comfortable if you were on your own living here?
I would be, yeah, definitely.
Do you think there's enough going on to occupy you?
I think so, yeah. Oh, yeah, I could join a dart team, you know, and you meet people that way.
Yeah.
As I say, with the table tennis, there's normally about 10, 12 of us, you know, so you've got friends there. Yeah, I think there's...
You go golf, didn't you?
Yeah, I go to golf, which I'm going tomorrow, actually.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Where do you play?
We're going to Las Marinas in Mahaca.
Yeah.
Mahaca player. We're going there. It's just a pitch and putt. What I'm going to tomorrow, because we ain't done it for a long time, so we've got to break ourselves in gently. So it's just.
So you'd be a bit rusty to get back on the surf for 18.
It's a it's a 4-hole course, par threes, and it only costs €10, and you can go around as many times as you like.
Wow, brilliant.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's in Mahaca, isn't it? And then you've got Arboleas down in Vera,
Yeah.
which is what, 25 minutes from here.
that's
I
all.
suppose.
Yeah.
And that's a very nice
That
course.
is a
I
nice
understand.
course. Yeah.
Oh,
Arboleas.
brilliant.
And if you don't want to do the 18-hole, you can still do a 9-hole, and it's not that expensive. I think Valderesti for a 9-hole with a buggy is about €40 in the region of.
Yeah, I must admit I'm clueless with it because I
Yeah.
used to love a round of golf, but I don't get much time to play it anymore. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
I'm out with you lot. Yeah, taking up all my
Poor old
precious time.
Richard.
Poor old Richard with a little violin play. Right. On that note, that's the end of episode 1. Hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful, and I'll be back with Pam and John for episode 2, so please tune into that and let's get to the end of the story. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it.
Adios.